Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire before most people even finish college. No lottery, no fame, no viral moment. Just vision, timing, and a mindset that most people overlook. In this video, I'm breaking down the 10 moves that helped him build massive wealth while still young. And more importantly, how you can use the same strategies to start building your own path today. Because success doesn't come from luck, it comes from understanding how the game is played and rising to riches. Let's be real. Most young people believe getting rich is about luck, followers, or some overnight explosion. But Zuckerberg didn't go viral. He didn't win the lottery. And he didn't wait for permission. He built something real. Started before he felt ready and made smart moves most people ignore. The truth is, he followed principles that anyone can apply. And while you may not build the next Facebook, you can use the same thinking to create income, build leverage, and accelerate your growth. This video is your roadmap. Not to copy Zuckerberg, but to think like him and move with the same focus and fire. Zuckerberg didn't try to impress the world. He built something for his dorm, a simple way for students to connect. It wasn't complicated, but it was relevant. That's the first big lesson. You don't need to solve a global crisis to make money. You just need to solve a real problem for a specific group of people. Maybe it's students who want better ways to study, freelancers who need clients, or creators who want to grow faster. The more specific the problem, the more powerful the solution. And when you solve something that makes people say, "I need this," money follows. Mark didn't wait for the perfect moment. He launched Facebook as a college student, with a rough design, incomplete features, and no business plan. But he started. That's what separates people who build wealth young. They move early, even if it's messy. You don't need all the answers. You don't need funding. You don't need to be ready. You just need momentum. Start learning. Start building. Start testing something real. Because the people who start before they feel ready are the ones who get ahead before anyone else even begins, while others were chasing revenue. Zuckerberg obsessed over building something people actually used. He didn't start by asking, "How can I get rich?" He asked, "How can I make this better for the user?" And that's a key mindset shift. When you focus on value first, the money follows. Too many people build things trying to monetize instantly. But if you build something people love, they'll keep coming back, and eventually they'll pay for it. So whatever you're working on, a product, a service, a brand, ask yourself, is this helping someone? Because when it does, you won't have to chase money. It'll come find you. Zuckerberg didn't wait to perfect Facebook behind closed doors. He launched early, got feedback, and improved while the world watched. That takes guts, but it's how real growth happens. Waiting for perfection is a trap. You build the real version through action, not isolation. So put your idea out there. Get real feedback. Adjust fast. Whether it's a simple landing page, a rough video, or a beta product. Build in public. Because the people who aren't afraid to look imperfect at the beginning are the ones who become unstoppable later. Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook by himself. He brought in people who were smarter in key areas. From coding to scaling to business. That's a huge lesson most young creators ignore. You don't need to do everything. You need to build with people who complement your strengths. Maybe you're good at the idea, but someone else is better at marketing, or operations, or design. Start connecting with others who share the same vision. Collaboration creates momentum. And the faster you build a team, even if it's small, the faster you multiply your results. Zuckerberg didn't trade time for money. He used leverage. Tools that scaled his work without needing more hours. Code was one of them. One piece of software used by millions, but he also used networks, platforms that grew exponentially as more people joined. This is a key part of getting rich young. You stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like a builder. You ask, how can I create something once that helps thousands of people and grows without me? That's leverage. And it's how young people create outsized results without needing 20 years of experience first. When Zuckerberg started, people didn't get it. They said it was just a college project, a phase, a toy. But he didn't let noise dictate his direction. He stayed locked in, improved fast, and kept showing up, even when it wasn't popular. That kind of focus is rare. Most people quit when the feedback isn't perfect, or when growth is slow. But here's the truth. Doubt is part of the process. And the people who succeed, they don't let it stop them. So whatever you're building, tune out the noise and stay focused on the vision. Hard work got Zuckerberg started, but systems are what helped him scale. He didn't rely on personal effort forever. He built platforms. He automated growth. He created feedback loops that worked even when he wasn't in the room. This is the shift most young entrepreneurs need. Stop relying only on hustle. Start thinking about systems that run without you. That could be content that compounds, a product that sells itself, or a process that gets better over time. The more your success depends on a system, not your energy. The faster you scale, and that's what separates high earners from high builders. Zuckerberg had multiple chances to sell early. He could have taken the money and disappeared. But instead, he reinvested in better tech, in better people, in bigger vision. That's the mindset shift. Most people cash out at the first win, but real builders roll their wins forward. They use early momentum as fuel, not an exit. So when you start earning, don't just upgrade your lifestyle, upgrade your skills, your systems, your impact, because every dollar you reinvest wisely pushes you closer to long-term wealth. Zuckerberg isn't playing for today. He's thinking in decades. Every big decision he makes, from company structure to product roadmap, is rooted in long-term thinking. And that's the final key. Short-term minds chase hype. Long-term minds build empires. So stop asking, how fast can I make money? Start asking, what can I build now that keeps growing in 5, 10, 20 years? That shift changes everything. Because once you start playing the long game, you stop competing and start creating. Mark didn't wait for the world to pick him. He started before it made sense. He kept going when others doubted. And he built long before he got paid. That's the path. Not flashy, not easy, but powerful. Because if you think long-term, if you move with clarity, and if you take action consistently, you can build something real, no matter where you start. If this video gave you direction, like it, subscribe to Rise to Riches, and comment below. Which move from Zuckerberg's story are you going to apply this week? Because you don't need to be a genius. You don't need millions to begin. You just need focus, belief, and a willingness to build before you're ready. Start with what you have. Move with what you know. And keep going, no matter how small the first step feels. That's how Mark did it. And that's how you rise to riches.